Cybersecurity threats often take a physical form. A vulnerability can begin at a secured office door pushed slightly ajar. When an unauthorized person navigates a workspace, they gain access to unlocked devices, sensitive printed documents, and the personal space of your colleagues. We protect the workplace using a specific three-step method to identify and neutralize these visitors safely. This is the Observe, Verify, and Report protocol. This entire framework relies on one critical prerequisite established by the employees themselves. You must consistently wear your own ID badge, fully visible at all times. This establishes a clear visual baseline of who belongs in the building. When every employee wears their badge, a person without one immediately stands out. Without this shared standard, identifying a potential security risk becomes significantly more difficult. Step 1 is to observe. In a busy office lobby, standard procedure involves everyone scanning their own badge to enter. The most common tactic used to bypass this control is tailgating, entering a secured door directly behind an employee without using access credentials. On the left of this split screen, a person properly taps a badge at a turnstile. On the right, an individual slips quickly through a closing door directly behind a distracted employee. Once someone bypasses the perimeter, you must shift your focus inward to spot them on the office floor. Watch for specific behavioral warning signs. These include aimless wandering, loitering near unattended laptops, or testing handles of restricted rooms. The most immediate visual indicator is the absence of a badge. Notice the empty space on the lapel or belt where a visitor pass or employee ID should be. When you pair the absence of a badge with aimless or snooping behavior, you have the trigger required to move to the next step. Step 2 is to verify. Once you detect an anomaly, pause. Take a moment to mentally prepare before you take action. Avoid the two major failure points in this moment: doing nothing or acting aggressively. As this graphic illustrates, you should adopt an open, relaxed, and polite approach posture. Approach calmly. Breathe and maintain a respectful, safe distance from the individual. Use this opening script to establish contact without accusation. "Hi, may I help you find someone?" The visitor may look uncertain or offer a vague excuse. Instantly pivot to redirection with this follow-up. For everyone's security, visitors need to register at the front desk. The purpose of verification is never to detain the person. You are simply asserting your presence and safely redirecting them, reducing the risk of a confrontation. Step 3 is to report. Immediately after the verbal interaction, walk away and create physical distance between yourself and the visitor. Do not assume the security threat is gone simply because you spoke to the visitor and redirected them. You must take immediate action. Pick up an office phone or your mobile device and initiate contact with the facilities team or the security desk. Make your report actionable with 3 data points: location, description, and behavior. Tell security you're on the 3rd floor. Describe the person as a tall male in a blue jacket without a badge, and explain he was looking at unattended desks. Delivering a precise handoff transforms a vague suspicion into a targeted security response. Once the proper security personnel receive your report, they can intervene and secure the environment. Addressing the anomaly early stops unauthorized access to company hardware or sensitive files, resolving the risk quietly without disruption. Unauthorized access is rarely obvious. Keeping the perimeter secure depends on an alert, proactive workforce. Remember the total system. Observe unusual behavior. Verify politely from a safe distance. Report the details immediately. Take a moment right now to save the front desk or security phone number into your personal contacts. This small step makes you the front line of workplace security.